switch it back positive.
Who's popping? Who's flopping? Who's popping?
Who's flopping?
Who's flopping? Positive or
positive.
Yeah, you go first. This week. Now,
the only reason I want to go first because I want to get out of the way because it's happened to me again. I gave it to LeBron James. I log on to Twitter. Ooh, LeBron James Player of the Week. It's annoying, but all it shows is that we know what we're talking about. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button on Spotify. But yeah, I had to give it to him because finally it was a week where I looked at it and I was like, yeah, he's popping. We could have given it to him for other weeks because he's been dropping 30 a few times, but we would have just been jumping on a LeBron James bandwagon, which is not who we are. We're not Stephen A. Smith. He shot 60% from the field, averaging 28.3 points. Superstar. In fact, let me get some. Every time I finish the stat, let me get some superstar ad libs. He shot 60% from the field, averaging 28.3 points. He averaged 1.8 blocks, 1.8 steals, 8 assists,
Go James.
and 7.5 rebounds. That is superstar stats. And that's bars as well. But yeah, that's serious, man. And the question, can he maintain this for the rest of the season? I'm going to answer that right now. No, he can't.
Whoa. Well,
I'm talking. When I say maintain, I'm talking about playing every single game for the rest of the season, dropping 30. That's not going to happen. Okay. He's going to need to go back into one of his other sit-down rehabs, which we discussed in the Clumsy Conspiracy in a few episodes ago. So I don't know which one it is, so make sure you go listen to all of them, where he's going to have to sit down for a bit, and then he can come back and do his dropping his 30. The man is 36 years old. I respect it. I respect the game, but it's unmaintainable.
Don't dive into LeBron too much because... Quick one, I have him in one of my sections later on.
Oh, okay. Well, that's me anyway. But anyway, for me, popping LeBron James. Do you? LBJ?
For me, person who was popping was Mr. Joel Embiid.
Cool.
I liked his game last week. Dropped 43 and 17 against Charlotte and 32.
Yeah, that's an
8.
overtime thing though.
But twice the 32 and 8 the next game.
Yeah, no, quick thing actually. Sorry to interrupt. Quick thing.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah. What's your personal position on when you get double doubles and triple doubles, but it's coming overtime? Like, do you think it should be scratched?
But let me go to you, even though let me go to you. So remember,
the man that just played the Uno reverse card.
Remember at uni, right? You dropped. I think you had one of your decent games. You dropped like 21 and
something like
21 and 10.
I remember that first in my life.
You dropped 21 and 10, right?
Yeah, it was a double double actually. Yeah.
I remember you hit me up and you were like, "Yo, just dropped like a double double, like to get 21 and 10." I think you got fouled out in that game.
Yeah, I got fouled out.
Yeah. Bearing in mind, like in the UK, quarters are less, so 21 and 10 in the quarters we played.
Hey, why are you trying to?
I'm trying to big my guy. But if that game had gone into OT, yeah, and you'd got 30 and 15.
I would have been on that phone saying that. Drop 30 and 15. It counts.
It counts.
Alright, moving on. Your thing. Joel Embiid.
They beat Charlotte twice. Charlotte's been a very competitive team this year, and that's in their conference. So that's 2 statement wins against them. They lost to Utah, but they beat Golden State. So I thought they had three pretty solid teams, and he was the leader in all of those games. Do you get what I mean? 43 and 17, you can't sleep on that.
Oh, no, he's dropping.
He's looking like the most dominant big man in the league for me. Like no doubt about it. I know Jokic is dominant in his own type of way, but I feel like Joel Embiid's doing more this season.
I think you just hate Jokic's game because he's
passing thing.
Yeah, like I know you hate it, but don't go too much into that because that features in one of my sections later.
Okay, this has been the one. This week. It's all tying in. Who's flopping for you? Let's just go straight into it.
Flopping for me. My flopping person is your flop this week, but it's based off of one game.
Oh, okay,
right?
Cool.
Because it's something that for me, if I was a fan of this franchise, I'll be trashing you. I'm gonna still trash you anyway, but I'm not even a fan of the franchise. I'm gonna be trashing you. It's the Aaron Fox this week for me.
What did they give you? Oh, the free throws.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Like obviously this week he did have 2 30-point games. Yeah. One against Orlando, one against Charlotte, where he also had free throws.
We called him out two episodes ago.
We did call him out, and he listened to us. So shout out to him, but you're still flopping, my bro. I'm sorry. You can't be a franchise player, number 1 superstar in your city, in your team, in your town, have 2 free throws with 2.4 seconds left on the clock when you're down by 1. You've only got to make 1, you can take it to overtime. And you miss both.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
That is madness. And that, it's a very short section for me because I'm not even going to touch on it anymore. But for that reason, De'Aaron Fox, you flopped.
You flopped, didn't it?
Flopped.
It's funny because you gave who's flopping to someone who's based on one game. I'm giving who's flopping for this week based on someone who hasn't even played a game. I had to give it to my guy Zion Williamson, B. Oh, he flopped this week. For me, he flopped. He flopped. I'm sorry, innit? Like,
you're a bad guy.
The storylines on him, man. Like, he needs a good publicist when he comes out because the storylines on him this past week.
You know what I thought he was gonna do? I thought he was gonna do a James Harden thing, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember that picture of James Harden when he was looking like a biggity big biggers, and then and then he turned up and people saying, "What did my man walk to Brooklyn from Houston because he's lost weight in like 24 hours?" When I saw the pictures of him in the tracksuit, right? Yeah. If he had a 30 publicist, I would have been wearing a fat suit under that. When it under the tracksuit. When it came back to game time, I would have unzipped my thing and I would have come out looking shredded in 360 between the leg dunks. Forget anything to do with how he looks in pictures, because at the end of the day, it's all about angles, innit? That's not what it's about. It's about, you can't say a player's coming back from injury and then all of a sudden say he's not coming back, but also have bad publicity around him anyway. Because then it looks like, because it might not be the reason, but it looks like, because everyone's talking about his weight online, it looks like that's the reason. Whereas if there was no weight talk, people just be like, oh, they thought he was ready, but he wasn't.
First of all, I called it on maybe my first educated thought that I don't think that guy was coming back because he's just too big and you can't lose that weight that quick. But I mean, he just had a bad PR week.
He did have a bad PR week.
He's already sat out more games than he's played for his entire career so far. He had a little pizza and the little fizzy drink thing. He had the setback of his injury. He had the photos. Like, it's just
he had that video as well a few weeks ago of that warm up he was doing on the court. Oh my god, he was moving so slow.